Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is for my 7-year-old. There's a critical thinking, but this is a different kind of critical thinking as compared to what I have made before. This is basically using the concept of mathematics which we have practiced, like round off or some ordinal numbers, and then solving problems in a different way. In my sense, they are different ways, so that is why I tagged this one as a critical thinking. So let's start with the first one. So again, we have done the rounded off concept, like round to 10, round to 20, 100, round to 1000, that we have done in one of the busy books. So we have practiced this concept. So now we are this one, like find the 3-digit number where the digits are 542. When rounded to nearest 10, the number is 250. It means it can be 245 or it can be 254. Now the 10th digit is less than 1's digit, so it means it is 245. So I want her to use all the concepts which we have taught and learned, and then find out the answer of this question. This one, I have taken the even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I have these 5 bubbles. She has to use one number each in the bubbles in a way that sum of this line and is 18 and sum of this line is also 18. So again, she has to critically think that which number should come in between, so that if it is 10, then it is 10, 8, then it will not become. If it is 8 in between, then how will we use 10? Then again it will not come. So that's why she has to think critically that which number should come in the center, and once she figures that out, then neighboring number should be okay. In this one, it's a similar one, little more complicated, that I'm using the first 5 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rule is that each line should be equal to 30. But here, like 2 numbers are already given, so 15 plus 11, so that is 26 already. Now she has to make 4 more, so she can use 1 and 3, but like 3 has to be here, 1 has to be here, 1 or this, so that she has to figure out, more of a hit and trial kind of thing. But this is what it's more of thinking kind of concept rather than just simple addition. So this is what it is. In this one, we are using the concept of ordinal numbers. These are called something ladders, word ladders or something. We have done these questions already in one of the busy books. It's just an expanded version where I have too many letters changing. So in this one, I have given a random word, Lorenzo, and now she has to change each letter as per the instruction. So we are using vowels concept, we are using the alphabet sequencing concept, and then anyway, so change the 4th letter to that comes just before teen alphabet, so S, and 4th letter has to change to S. Change the 2nd O to the vowel that is both in eating and cute, so the vowel which is in both is E. So like that, she has to change all these letters as given the sequence. And then in the end, it's a meaningful word for sure, but she has this is a focused concentration, and make sure that not a single letter goes goofed up, because then the answer will not be a meaningful one. So that is what we are doing here. Now this is a concept which we have done in money matters. Basically, I used to give them amount of money, like make 75 cents and give them different denominations, like you have 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, and make 75 cents, or make $2.50. So those kind of questions we have done in the money matters. Now I'm taking it to bigger numbers. Concept is similar. Like I have these are denominations, these are set of numbers, and she has to use any of these 5 numbers and make like one number 195. She can use any 5 of these numbers, then again make 200, make 145. So again, a lot of addition anyways has to be done, but a lot of thinking has to go, like which number she should, bigger number or smaller number. If she use only 100 and bigger numbers, the minimum should be 5 numbers, so she cannot use all the big numbers. So there are 6 problems she has to do here, and that's all. So that's all is a busy book for my 7-year-old. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye bye.